answered here. Good afternoon, Evolution family. Today is Wednesday, June 11th, 2025 already. And it's a little bit after 3 p.m. Pacific time. I'm Jose Lambert of Archer Travel Service. Joining us is the incomparable Miss Susie Hegmuller.
Thank you. It's good
who will
to
be
see
joining
you
us
all.
today because this one is a special one. We do this before every big travel season. And we're heading into the summer travel season. We want you to be aware of some things that you'll be, because here's the thing. We've been getting a lot of calls on this, right, Susie? People want to book for 4th of July.
Yep.
And you're getting all these calls and all this stuff from other people that you don't know. So we want you to be very careful here. This is where travel fraud goes up, and we're going to be going over that. We're also going to be talking about 21 days, what that is all about. So if you're a new agent, you don't know what 21 days is all about, we're going to show you how to do that. And we're going to talk about travel fraud, how prevention and detection to help you so you don't get burned, right?
Nobody wants to get burned on this one because if you do, it's a hard hit. And like Jose said, this is summertime. People are reaching out. They're desperate. You know, the environment, sometimes they're short of money or whatever. We can't tell you how important this is to make sure you get proper documentation. When you feel the hair on the back of your neck start to wiggle when you're talking to somebody, then that's when you need to stop. And please, don't hesitate to call us if you're starting to feel like that.
That's
because
right.
we can help you figure out if this is a legitimate type booking.
And you will get that.
Yeah.
You'll get a feeling like, wait a minute, something's not right here. Something's not right here, and then just give us a call. We're going to go through that, and we're also going to show you this great video. Now, again, I'm leaning on the senior leadership, you know, the platinums, the golds, the silvers, to show the new agents and the agents that have been in the program a year or 7 or 8 months that they've never talked about travel fraud. They don't know what it is, how it happens.
Or why.
Or why it happens. So we really want you to be aware of what we're going to be going through. I highly recommend that you grab a piece of paper, a pen, or a pencil to take down some information. And at the end of the presentation, all you need to do is email me, and I will email you the PowerPoint. So you have this, and you can share this information with your clients. Whoa, that's not the first one. Can we go back? Whoa. Let's go to these guys. These guys are going to be at the Crown Plaza have you ever been to Annapolis, by the way?
No, I would love to do that. Wow.
It is a beautiful, beautiful place. It is. It's here. Come over here.
Look, I'm over here.
So we can get.
Yep.
Okay. There's the QR code. There's going to be this event in Annapolis, Maryland, June 21st, which is in a couple of weeks. It's going to be on a Saturday. Ron Archer is going to be there, CEO of Archer Travel, and Tony Evans, Vice President of Evolution. And this is a Discover a Career in Travel training, and networking event. If you're an Evolution agent, it's $10 per agent, but all the guests that you bring are going to be for free. They're going to be giving away some stuff, and usually, you know, when Ron's there, he's going to give away a cruise or something. But there is the barcode. We want to see a lot of people there. Bring a guest to be entered to inclusive drawings, giveaways, etc. Okay.
What a great opportunity.
Yeah, really a great opportunity.
Nice.
All right, travel fraud, 21 days, and travel fraud for summer. 21 days, summer 2025. Again, if you need a copy of this PowerPoint, all you need to do is email me at the end of the presentation. Come here. Let's stand over here. There we go.
Box out here.
All right. Why? To clear up misunderstandings, to make the process easier for agents, to make the process faster to use for agents, to prevent travel fraud, and agent be aware. So these are important tips that you're going to need to know about. All right, let's go to the next slide. You can do this one, Susan.
If I can see.
Here you go.
There we go.
Talk about this one.
The Travel Cafe, booking 21 days. This is a form that's in the Travel Cafe. There are certain suppliers that you must submit the 21-day booking form to us. What this is for is this helps prevent the fraud with last-minute bookings. I don't know if there's a list of the 21-day suppliers. We're going to show you that.
But here, let's go to the next slide if we can, Amanda, because I want you guys to understand what is 21 days. Okay, so it would be from, let's say, today, all right, so if it was June 30th, right?
Okay.
From June 30th, anything out in that 3-week period. So as of today, out 21 days. So if someone's calling me up and saying, you know what, I want to go out June 15th, that's within 21 days. I want to go out between June 18th, that's within 21 days. It's a 3-week period, all right? And somewhere in here lands the travel date. So make sure you understand what that means. It's from today, 21 days out. Okay, now, here we go.
These are the suppliers that we need to have the 21 day. Also, there's an email box that actually comes to the 21-day people. There's a couple people who monitor this box. So if we see something that doesn't look right, we're going to send it back to you or notify you that there's something wrong with the authorization and it's not working. Or we see something in the form that's going to trigger us to say, third party, no. Name of the customer, they're going international, do you have a passport? So these are things to help you. So here are the suppliers that we need this from: Apple Vacations, American Airlines Vacations, AM Resorts Collection, Archer Go, Beds Online, Blue Sky, Delta Vacations, FunJet, Pleasant Holidays, Ski.com, Southwest Vacations, Travel Impressions, and United Vacations.
Now, if you notice,
Can
there's.
I
Go ahead.
I'm sorry?
Can I say something? I was going to say a lot of those live under the
They're
AMG
all-
vacation.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes, yes, a lot of them do, and also there's Pleasant Hall. As you can see, these are land suppliers. Now, notice some suppliers that aren't on this list. Expedia Tap is not on this list, so you don't need to complete a credit card form or a booking info to Archer Travel and send it. Now, if you are doing a booking within 21 days with the companies that Susie just listed, you need to submit a completed credit card form and a booking information to Archer Travel if reservations are made within 21-day departure, and you're going to email that information to 21daybookings@archertravel.com. That's 21daybookings@archertravel.com. This is important. Please do not space out on this. You guys, you know when you sign the contract that if there is travel fraud, you are responsible for it. So we put in these safeguards so you don't get burnt. So we really, really, really want you to be aware of this, okay?
Also, another thing, when you're having this filled out, make sure that you complete it in full. When you tell your customer what they're buying, they think they're buying it from you as the independent contractor, as the booking agent. And when they see Apple Vacations, or they see Delta Worldwide, or they see FunJet, and it hits their
Beds
credit
Online.
card, they're like, I don't know who this is, because they're dealing with you personally and they're expecting that charge to come from you and your agency. So give them heads up. Your charge is going to show the following supplier. It's
Right.
coming from me, but this is the charge, and this is how we get fraud or chargeback. Somebody says, I don't know this person, or I didn't authorize this charge. And that's what they say. I didn't authorize it, because they don't know that the supplier is the person that's going to be handling the charge.
So tell
okay?
them that you're working with the vendor and supplier, whether it's Delta Vacations, whether it's Pleasant Holidays, whether it's Apple Vacations, FunJet, etc. Let them know, saying we're going to purchase this. Show them, because you've already shown them the quote. Show them, saying it's Apple Vacations. That's where that's where your credit card's going to get hit.
And the other thing is, make sure that your customer sees their invoice.
Yes.
Just don't have them fill this out, or you fill it out without going over the details of what you're actually booking for them. Also, make sure you offer them some type of travel protection. That form is very clear at the bottom. Did you offer it? Did they accept it or decline it?
We're going to
okay?
show you that form here
Perfect.
shortly.
Go
Here
ahead.
you'll find this in the Travel Cafe, how to fill out the credit card authorization form. It is step by step. You cannot mess this up. If you've got questions in regards to how you fill this out, please contact us here. We will walk with you step by step so you have a clarity on how to fill this out. This is important. You must do this for every booking that you make. Now, be aware, if you're booking yourself, you don't
Well, hopefully you're not going to do a chargeback
back
or
on
you-
yourself. But again, family members, use your common sense. I mean, I wouldn't be putting it on my mom, if I was booking her a hotel or something. But other family relatives, surely you should fill this out. Let's go to the next slide, Amanda. Okay, here's also the credit card authorization. That was how to fill it out. Here's the actual form. And as you can see how Susie said right there at the bottom third, it says travel protection was offered, yes, no. Was travel protection was accepted, yes, no. Again, you need to have this all filled out and then sent to us at 21days@archertravel.com. Amanda, can we go to the Travel Cafe so we can show them where these great tools are? We'll get there here in a minute. There we
There
go.
you go. Let me get out of the way here. Where
Here,
am I
Susie,
mov-
here,
where
come
moving
over
to?
here.
Oh,
Come with me.
oh, yeah. Come over here.
Okay. Go ahead, Amanda. Go ahead and show them where it is.
Okay, perfect. Perfect, yeah. So you just come here to the Travel Cafe, you start it in your back office, and then you click Travel Cafe. It's right here, one of the top tabs. Booking within 21 days of travel. You click on that, and you're gonna find all the info you need on this. And even we wrote it out at the top to make it clearer if you're not really a graphics person. Here it is in writing as well. These are the suppliers that we need the form from. So you go here, you submit a booking within 21-day credit card authorization form, and then contact Archer Travel if you have any questions. So you're gonna find it all right here. And here it is, yep. Download the credit card authorization form. If you need it in Spanish, it's in Spanish. And then once you fill out, and then the client fills out their part of the credit card authorization form, you'll fill out this and then upload your files and submit. So our 21 days team can help you.
All right, Amanda, can we go back to show the list of the suppliers which are needed for the 21-day bookings?
Wait, before you go out of this, make sure that they understand, beside the 21-day credit card authorization, the regular credit card authorization, because you still need this even from suppliers that aren't on the 21 days.
Right.
You're using someone else's money, so you need to let them know what they're going to be doing. So there's two parts of this. The 21-day one, which you need to submit to us, but for your own personal files, you need the credit card authorization for any booking that you get, okay?
That you keep.
That you keep, that belongs to you.
But you must have one for every booking. You should have one for every booking.
Okay.
Now, can we see the?
That's okay.
Let's see the companies again.
That's okay.
So
this is that.
This is where the credit card author, the regular
Regular one. Good.
are under forms.
Good.
Right.
And so you just go to forms, and then right here you see credit card authorization form. Click it, and then you're gonna find all you need. So booking within 21 days. For clients, credit card authorization form.
Perfect.
We have Australia, Mexico, UK, USA English, and USA Spanish. And then here's our how-tos, and we just have our how-tos in English as of now. And then also, here's your travel fraud, which this is what Susie and Jose are going over now, but we have our travel fraud checklist and animation video here as well.
Yeah.
Very good. Thank you.
We're going to show them
so
now.
you want to show them the
now
21
let's go
day again?
to the suppliers again.
There we go.
All right.
One
so
more
here,
time.
if you go to 21-day booking within 21 days again, because you know what's going to happen. I always get this, Susie. After we do this, people are going to call me up going, "I just booked an Expedia Tap. That's what 21 days, right?" And it's like, no,
it's not on the
Expedia Tap's
list.
not on the list. So we're going to show you again the suppliers.
It's right here too.
There we go. Yeah.
They're right there, but there they are right there. As you can see, the majority of them are in ALG Vax Vacation Access, but you also have some other ones that aren't in there, like Delta Vacations. All this information is in there. Please follow it succinctly. Now, why do we say that you have to have a credit card authorization form for each booking? It is for your protection.
It really is.
It's for your protection. If you do not have a credit card authorization form and there is fraud on the booking,
Or a chargeback.
or a chargeback, it is your responsibility. It is your responsibility. So
This is the only thing that's a supplier. When we get a chargeback or something fraudulent, the supplier comes to us and says, "Can you please provide documentation on this booking?" Which the first number one thing is credit card authorization
form.
signed by the customer. If you have that, that pretty much eliminates it. The supplier takes it. They will pursue the credit card company to get payment. If you don't have that, then we have an issue of how we're going to get the payment and how we're going to resolve it.
Yep.
Okay?
All right, so that's
Perfect.
that. All right, let's go. Let's go back and stand where we're going to stand.
We'll stand here.
All right, so I know we kind of went through that pretty quickly. If you've got any questions, all you need to do is email us or give us a call, and we'll walk through them
Beautiful.
more. All right, now we're going to switch gears and talk in general terms about travel fraud. What is travel fraud? Travel fraud are schemes for making money by deceptive, dishonest, and fraudulent means. Example in travel fraud. Victims are told by email that they have a free, incredible, cheap trip. However, these trips often have hidden costs. Tours that are advertised as free may not include airfare, departure point, or hotel accommodations. The recipient of the free trip is required to make all these extra reservations through a specific company, and in these instances, the costs are much higher than the market price, and that's where the fraud usually happens. If they're telling you to go to this website, purchase this stuff, and then they disappear. So be aware of this. Evolution Archer travel types of fraud. You want to talk about this one here? I'll get out of the way.
Okay. The first thing we're going to talk about is chargebacks. Online shoppers can deliberately, I can't see, good
Abuse
the chargeback process to get something for free. A hotel booking, an airline ticket, chargebacks are rampant. And when I tell somebody they've got a chargeback, they don't quite understand what I'm saying. A chargeback means the customer's gotten a charge, they can't identify it, and they're not going to pay.
That's right.
This happens really weirdly because when it first started to happen, I'm like, how can this happen? They go on the vacation and they don't like their room, or they don't like the airline seat that you booked.
Or something.
So what happens is when the credit card comes, they go to their credit card company and say, I'm denying these charges. And we need to have documentation to show that, again, we're back to your credit card authorization. If you went over all this with them and all of a sudden they come back and say, well, I didn't like my trip, you'd be surprised how many people get trips for free.
Yeah.
And it's a really sad situation. These people are super smart. They know exactly what they're doing. So that's just one aspect of how this happens, how it affects travel. Okay?
All right.
Go ahead.
Let's go to the next slide. Here we go. All right. Types of fraud for Archer Evolution Travel. Internet travel agent fraud. Fraudsters prey on travel agents, new agents, and especially those who have their guard down because they're trying to book at the last minute. Travel agents are especially at risk with big ticket items like lavish vacation packages, which combine air and hotel. Again, be very wary of this, okay? We get this all the time from you guys, okay? And we're going to show you examples of this fraud. If you are living in Seattle, Washington, and someone from Buffalo, New York calls you, who you've never been to Buffalo, New York, and they need to be in Paris in the next couple of days, and they want first class there, they want the penthouse and the hotel, and an incredible booking, which is just too good to be true.
And of course you're excited.
Here you go. Here, let's put him in jail.
You get very excited.
See that, Amanda?
Yeah, boom, boom.
Okay, book at the last minute. Travel agents are especially at risk with big ticket items like lavish vacations, which combine air and hotel. This is why I'm saying, I know you guys dabble a lot in social media. I know you're out there. Be very careful here. That's where primarily the fraudsters are.
They get you from Facebook or something
Facebook
like
or
it
TikTok or whatever. They're going to try to get in there, okay? So just be careful of that. All right, let's go to the next slide.
And many times it's international travel, and it's business or first class, like Jose said, and it's a high-end hotel.
Okay, so now let's talk about it. Detection of that type of fraud. Example, you're in Seattle, you get an inquiry from Detroit, Michigan, out of the blue. I found you on Facebook. I found you blah, 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 okay? They only use email. They never have time to phone. You don't have time to, qualify them or anything. They want it now.
They're in a hurry.
They're in a hurry. The booking is too good to be true. I want first class to Paris on Air France. I want the hotel at the Ritz-Carlton. I want the penthouse. Won't fill out the Archer credit card authorization form. Won't do it. Won't do it. Just, I don't have time for that. I'm in a hurry. I need to book. I need to fly tomorrow. They try to hurry you up. Okay? Be very careful here. That is a sign of fraud. That is a sign of fraud. I mean, it just is. So, and then you got to use your common sense. You mean to tell me that you want a first class if you have all this money that you say that you have, I'm sure you have a staff of people that could
do this right. Yep.
Why are you calling me? I live in Seattle. You live in Detroit. Use your common sense. Okay? All right, let's go to the next slide. And listen, if you ever have any inquiries like that, email that to us. We're going to show you some examples of that. All right? Now, travel here. You go.
Don't waste time. Okay.
You do this one.
Okay. Be very careful. Don't waste time with international inquiries. That's usually where this happens. Mm-hmm. It's the most frequent one we get with international travel. Be suspicious of all inquiries that you don't know from other states or areas. Fill out the credit card authorization form and charge a booking fee.
Now here,
if you decide to do this.
Okay, now here's the idea on this one, okay?
Okay.
If you want to go down this path and you're talking to that person, potential client in Detroit who wants the first class Air France and penthouse at the Ritz-Carlton, blah, blah, blah. Go, great, Mr. Client, but before I do anything and work on your booking, I need two things. I'm going to fill out, could you please fill out the credit card authorization form and charge a booking fee? And I need $150. That, right away, that's going to like, nope. And if they don't do that, then
Then
goodbye.
you need to move on
Move on.
because
Go
they'll
to
find
another-
somebody else.
They'll find somebody else. Okay? So just be very careful here. Okay, let's go to the next slide.
And if I just have something to add to this, if they say, why do you need to charge me a booking fee? You explain to them that I'm a professional travel agent and this is a last minute booking and it takes my time to do something like this because it's last minute and you need my expertise. Say that. And if they say, oh, well, good, I'll do it myself, then say,
Okay, go do
good
it yourself.
for you. Run.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay,
go
important, upline, recruiters and sponsors. Please check all new Evolution agents and reach out to them. Are the clients who, I mean, and I know upline and sponsors and recruiters, I know it's tough to keep an eye on all the little new agents that we have, but it's always that time, and it's that time of year now where we're going to get a lot of this. That happens a lot during summer, that it happens a lot during the winter holiday season. So please check all new Evolution agents and reach out to them. And are the clients real? Are they legit? See if they are real. Feel them out. Vet them. Get to know them. If something doesn't feel right, contact Upline or contact Archer Travel. Be very careful here. Even I'll show you an example. I had an agent call me. She was from Columbus, Ohio. And I know that on Travel Agent, Agent Universe, they have that network. So if anybody like is in Columbus, Ohio, and they type in Columbus Travel Agent, Columbus, Ohio, Agent
Yeah,
Universe,
come up.
bumps them up, and you can be seen. Now, again, if that person's in the same area that where you live, again, still be alert and still be, suspicious, but find out, going, great. Oh, great, you live in the Columbus area, let's meet. Let's so I can qualify you. Let's sit down and talk. Do you want to meet at a
Find some
Starbucks?
common ground
Yeah.
to talk to them about. Like,
Yeah.
where do your kids go to school?
Yeah.
It's just kind of get a better feel for who
them.
you're dealing with. Okay.
So that's and just ask the proper questions, because if they are real clients, they'll say, well, sure, I'd like to meet with you. I want to know. We want to go on the Carnival Mardi Gras. Can you get it? Yeah, I can book the Mardi Gras for you. See what I mean?
Talk it up.
Talk it up. All right, go to the next slide. Fraud prevention. Just want you guys to be aware. Here's some fraud examples. And Susie, I remember when this one came in. You remember,
gosh.
Susie?
Yeah, I got to get out of the way.
Here,
Let me
come over here. Take a
Go
look at
ahead.
this, you guys. This is it's interesting because we have this gentleman here named John Conley. But if you notice in the first card in the top where it says "We the People," Amber signed this on the passport, on a U.S. passport. So Amber.
I'm so surprised I was when I got these because the same person was using a passport and altering it. And that's a huge issue, but little things to look for on a passport. Also, when you get the credit card authorization, look at the signatures.
Yeah.
Try to get photo ID, their driver's license, to make sure the pictures look alike. So this is kind of a goofy thing to do, but believe me, it's going to save you a whole lot of trouble.
Yeah, even Google their address. Good, find
We
out.
found out on somebody's address it was an empty lot.
Yeah, it was an empty. We've done that.
Hey, this guy lives in an empty lot.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, no. All right, let's go to the next slide. Here's the same, this is for Mr. Conley, that we got his passport, and then we also got some credit cards from Mr. Conley, which again on the back, on the second of the back card, again, Amber signs the card, not John Conley. And then there was something really weird that I saw was really weird about this, was that on the back of the card, the Visa stamp was still there. And we went, wait a minute, I never seen that.
They don't have that.
They don't have that. Why would they put a Visa stamp on the back of the card? Now, some of them do, but again, we looked at this and said, no,
It just
something's
looks,
not right.
It looks off.
Yeah, it looks off. It looks off. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Here we're going to show you some emails that you might get in your emails, in your junk or your spam folder. So check this one out. Dear travel consultant, kindly partner with UNICEF to book a flight for our board member traveling from Santo Domingo and going to Miami for a meeting. Find below for a meeting. Find below the itinerary and travel dates. And we got this like January 3rd, right, or January 4th. And here's the departure and the return. Class economy. Kindly reserve an offer for our perusal and payment. We look forward to hearing from you soon. Have a wonderful day. There it is. Dennis Hansen, Senior Travel Consultant at UNICEF. This is look at this. And he has up here, he has a UNICEF organization. First off,
UNICEF is a huge company. They have their own travel department.
Yes, yeah, they're part of the United Nations.
That's right.
They don't need,
You.
it's like, so that was dumb. It's like, forget it, this is fraud. Okay, and again, you don't want to be booking international people. You just don't want to be doing that. Let's go to the next slide.
Hello, dear travel counselor.
Yeah, do it, consultant.
Consultant.
Oh, here, this is great. Oh, I love this one. Okay.
Dear blank.
Dear. Didn't even have a chance to put dear travel advisor.
Nobody.
Right, here, can you do this one?
Yep, I have this. I hope this message finds you well. I am writing on behalf of 2 clients, 2 adults, who are currently in Ohio and are planning to visit California in January. We are looking for a comprehensive tour package that includes the following. Round trip flights, Ohio to California, okay? California is a state. So they want to go from one state to another, but they didn't even tell you what airport they're even, okay? Accommodations, hotels with breakfast included. We would appreciate it if you would provide recommendations for destinations, attractions, and activities in California suitable for January. Okay. Popular locations such as Los Angeles, San Francisco, San Diego, or other unique experiences during the winter season would be ideal. Please also include any promotion or discounts currently available for January travel as well as the total package cost. Looking forward to your prompt response. Best regards, Shukarak Mukabu. We don't even know where this person is.
Well, yeah, we don't know where.
There's
we don't
no
have
way-
dates. We don't have nothing.
There's no phone number for this person.
Yeah, it's just an email address. Again, if people really wanted to get this information, it's really simple. You just go on the internet, type in San Diego, and a bunch of stuff happens.
Yeah.
I mean, it just does. But I guess these people don't believe in that. So again, don't spin your wheels on this. Just don't. All right.
Again, they're in Ohio and they want to come to California. How did you think about where you live?
Right.
So they contacted you. Let's say you live in Houston,
Yeah, you live in
and
Houston.
they're asking you about Ohio to California. So do a little due diligence, a little bit of research, but something like this is definitely red flag.
And if you are getting these emails and some doesn't feel right, just go ahead and send it to us. Here's another one. Dear Sir, Madam, I hope you're well. Look at this. Please send me quotation for these trips as below right now. And we got this like August 1st. So this was like of 2024. So we have Casablanca to Paris departure, economy class, then trip to Dakar to Casablanca and back to Dakar. That's on, that would be June 8th. And this is, what was that one? That was,
Just June
yeah,
8th.
with
and
May.
then coming back May 20th.
Could you confirm to me that you accept remote bank card
A
payments
remote bank card.
via POS machines provided that they belong to the International Visa MasterCard? Get out of here with this. Best regards, Gene. And like I'm going, now wait a minute. If you are living there, okay, and this is, okay, because this is a football academy in France, supposedly, okay, why are they bothering a U.S. agent? They have travel agents in France.
Yes, they do.
They have them that specifically do sports travel for youth leagues and whatever.
And if this is sports travel related, they probably have an agency they work with that does that type of travel for them.
And the reason why we red flagged this was because this was going to be a huge booking. This is going to be about 20 to 30 people, and they want air. And again, why are we messing around with air? We make no commission on air. So we can charge a booking fee, but still it's going to be a headache.
But look at
with
this, Paris to Casablanca, and then Dakar, Casablanca, back to Dakar.
Yeah.
That right there is just no.
No.
I'm serious, that's just a flat no.
Yeah. Just don't be doing, just don't, okay? If you have international clients, if you've got family members or friends that are from foreign countries and you need to book out, please give us a call and we'll help you. We'll help you get that squared away. This is from an example of how an agent, evolution agent, Mark Krebs, how he responded to an email inquiry which was fraud. He said, hello, I need a quote. Okay, this is
from the customer.
This is from the customer. Hello, I need a quote for a trip departing from Lagos to Toronto on the 15th of November and returning. And look at this. This was received on Sunday, November 12th, okay? So this is 3 days out. Returning on the 30th of November, blah, blah. Flight should be in economy. Kindly forward your findings, itineraries, and fares to me as soon as possible. And advise me the type of credit card your company accepts for payment. I look forward to your reply. And let's go to the next slide. Here is Mark Krebs' reply. This is great. Good evening, Adam. Before I start working on this quote, I will require a $100 research fee up front due to the urgency of the trip payable to me by Visa, MasterCard, American Express, or Discover. Way to go, Mark.
That's it.
I will also need you to sign my credit card authorization form for that transaction and attend a copy of your front and back of the credit card being used, clearly showing me the name of the first 2 pages of your passport, as well as if I have these documents to work from when booking this trip for you. When I book this trip, I will require a 10% service fee in addition to the price of the trip for the work and I will be doing on this trip for you. Please forward this information to me ASAP if these terms are acceptable. See?
Guess he never heard from them.
Right. Mark never heard back from this person. Never. So again, these are these international inquiries that are going to be landing into your mailboxes, your email boxes. So make sure you check that out. Okay?
And especially this originated in Lagos.
Legos.
That's
a red flag right there. Okay.
Just so you know, most of the time when we're getting like an Archer Go, if we get something that originates outside the continental United States, yeah, especially when it comes from somewhere like that, that is just a no-no.
Yeah,
And we'll tell you right now, most likely we will not get involved in ticketing that because it's usually fraud. So in a case like that, we just say thank you very much for contacting us. At this time, we're unable to process your request. Please go directly to the carrier to obtain your ticket.
Okay, now this next thing, we've shown this before. This is
This
about
is
like a
cute.
7-minute
Yeah.
animation that Ron and I did a couple of years ago. But check it out. We're going to go through the same things that we just went through. Go ahead and roll it, Amanda.
Very good.
Hello, Evolution agents. Ron Archer here, and today we want to share with you important information about travel fraud detection and prevention. In this webinar, we will go over simple techniques and solutions to deal with travel fraud. We hope that you, the agent, will be able to detect and prevent travel fraud in your own home-based travel business. Did you know that there's $1.4 billion in credit card fraud committed every year against the travel industry? That's right, $1.4 billion with a B. And that happens to all types of travel agents, regardless of whether they're beginners or experienced. First, let me share the not-so-good news. As an Evolution travel agent, you are responsible for all financial arrangements and transactions within your home-based travel business. That means you need to protect yourself. And to complicate matters, many errors and omissions insurance carriers won't protect travel agents against fraud. So that means you need to protect yourself. And once fraud occurs, it's very difficult for travel agents to recover the funds. So we want to help you eliminate fraud up front. Now for the good news. While you can't eliminate the risk of fraud, there are tons of ways to safeguard against it. One of them is to understand how criminals work. Our staff at Archer Travel have compiled travel agent detection and prevention guidelines to assist you. We've also included a link at the end of this webinar so you can download these guidelines and print them for your personal use. If you still have questions or need more assistance in dealing with this subject, please do not hesitate to contact us at Archer Travel. So now I would like to bring in our training agent, Jose Lambert, who will help you to detect and prevent fraud from happening with your travel bookings. Jose?
Thanks, Ron. Fraud is a 24/7 job for fraudsters. Beginning agents, returning agents, and even experienced agents can fall into the web of travel fraudsters. Evolution travel agents should be aware of the following warning signs. Number 1, the potential client avoids or refuses to complete the Archer Travel credit card authorization form. Number 2, Facebook inquiries from someone you've never heard of who resides in a different part of the United States or the world. It's a warning sign if they need to contact you right away so they can book travel that same day or that same night. Number 3, be careful if a potential client is in an extreme hurry to book. It's the warning sign if they are attempting to travel to faraway locations today or tomorrow and want to book right away. Number 4, the booking is too good to be true. For example, the potential client wants 5 deluxe suites for the cruise booking, or they want to book 3 penthouse suites at the Riu Palace in Punta Cana. Number 5, they only use email and do not want to be bothered with phone calls. You should check the time and origins of all these emails. Fraudsters target travel agents every day. It's not realistic to stop fraud, but what we can do is try to spot it early and make those losses as minimal as possible. Many times there are cases of fraud that could have been avoided simply by checking basic data. Knowing your customer is key to not becoming a victim. In cases of uncertainty, here is our checklist of ways to prevent travel fraud. Number 1, know your clients. Get referrals of your clients from people you know. Number 2, have your client fill out the Archer Travel Credit Card Authorization Form. Get a copy of their driver's license and the copy of the front and back of their credit card. Number 3, ask for the client's home address and then look it up on Google Maps to see if it corresponds to what you have been told. Even if the address exists, take it a step further and ask them what color their front door is. Number 4, connect with your clients via phone. Ask the client to provide you with a telephone number to use for contact purposes. Then do a reverse lookup to verify if the addresses match using whitepages.com. If the client says they don't have time for phone calls, this should be a big warning. Number 5, check out the client's social media such as Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to see if their profile looks suspicious. Number 6, when in doubt about potential fraudster, contact your upline or Archer Travel. If you have been a victim of travel fraud, contact the local authorities in your area as soon as possible. Prevention is your best defense. Ron?
Thank you, Jose. That's great information. Remember, Evolution family, we really want to help you protect against fraud. So if you have any suspicious bookings or suspicious clients, do not hesitate to get in touch with the office and we can help you determine whether it's a legitimate booking or not. As always, we appreciate your hard work, your energy, and your efforts.
Okay, we are back. There we are.
There we are. This is a really good thing. I know it's an animation kind of thing,
yeah.
but it does keep your attention in it. Ron makes it as simple as possible.
Look at that.
Bang, bang.
Like when he's like,
Bad boy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. Travel fraud. Okay, you guys, again, spread the word out. You team leaders, get this information out there to them. Please, when you have your meeting saying, hey, you know what, did you see Jose and Susie? They were back again talking about travel summer fraud, and it's really important for you new agents to be aware of these things. We want to protect you so you stay with us and make commission and become successful, right?
Right, and I would say for our upline, and when you do your sponsors, when you do your first set of trainings with your brand new people, just bring this up because they're very anxious to make a sale and they're unaware of some of these dark places that people come from. So make that part of, welcome to Evolution and Archer Travel. We want to go over a couple of things that have come to our attention lately. So please, just keep this in the back of your mind that these things do happen and we don't want you to have a scary experience when you get a call wanting to know if you have credit card authorization. So protect yourself and protect your agents.
There's my email address. If you want a copy of this PowerPoint, all you need to do is email me and I'll get that out there to you today. And that way you have it for your records and you can share it with your other team members. And if you ever have any questions and if you're feeling something's not right with the booking, even if it might be somebody that you know, give us a call. That's why we're here. We can help you, okay?
Great.
All right, Amanda, do we have any questions or comments?
No questions at the moment.
Okay.
Great. Then I
Thank
will
you.
see you guys on Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. We're going to wrap up for the week, and we're also going to give away some stuff because it was Princess Week. See, Princess.
The princess
I
was here.
heard I have a challenge there,
Yes.
Amanda. Right?
Challenge for Friday.
Have a challenge.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, copyrights and stuff like that, but maybe I'll practice on my humming and we'll see how that goes.
He's going to play the harmonica.
Right. All right, everybody. I'm Jose Lambert of Archer Travel Service with the Incomparable.
Thank you very much for joining us. It's Susie Hagmuller and Amanda. Thank you for your help and your team. Everybody have a great week and go out, make a sale.
All right. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.